And New York Times has like little time zones for what time they would begin waterboarding and when did it end. Now, I don't know if that was on just one person, but it shows it started in the middle of '02 and ended somewhere in '03. That would have been a bitch for that guy. Oh, Catboy, you ready to get up? We have
Yes.
no music tonight, by the way.
No music
so,
tonight. Oh,
you know,
no.
This is it. It's just us and the fun of it all. Come on up here. And
CatBoy,
Hey,
yay!
Catboy, thank you last week for handling the show.
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I think we lost that show. We don't have a. There was a Geo said he was editing it, and it just wound up. Did we lose the whole
We
thing?
lost half our audience, too. But
Yeah, we did. Too, yeah. Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what we
hey.
could have done? Wait, before you
What?
do this, Catboy, this is it. I know how the CIA could have gotten the information out. Had Catboy come up and tell them jokes.
They can
I'm
come
joking.
into
Go ahead,
Second
Catboy.
Life and
Just
sit
easy.
in the audience. Okay. Well, anyway, it's a good thing that we're having some topical humor tonight because pretty much all I've got is the news. What's in the news? It has been revealed. Get a load of this. This is Yale. Where is Yale? Does anyone know where Yale is? I hear about it all the time. Like, there's lots of jokes about Yale.
New Haven,
I-
Connecticut.
It was in
New Haven, Connecticut. It's in Connecticut. Okay, no, Yale Economics. Apparently, they have a pretty good economics program. Supposed to be famous, and they measure the success of economic recovery at Christmas by how high the death toll is on Black Friday. Good Lord. Like a professor of economics of Yale University claimed that a good sign of economic recovery would mean that at least 50 people should be trampled to death on Black Friday. This year, the fatality was only 2, so thanks a lot, Obama. Yeah.
Another recession.
Anyway, this is so heartless. This is like measuring the level of excellence we can expect from university by how many mass shootings they have. Oh gosh, that's terrible. And another news out of the university, college students said to help protect people, they invented a nail polish that turns black when you put your nail in your drink, and if anyone's roofied it with Xanax or whatever other things they're using these days, your nail polish turns black. So this could serve as a warning for some girls. It also, for the harder partying sorority girls, it means you're in for a wicked buzz and you're going to get laid. Booyah. Has anyone heard, of course, with all the things that we have going on with the shootings and whatnot from the police, Illinois General Assembly, they've decided they've come up with their own way to deal with this problem. In light of the abuse of police powers across the country, they have passed a law making it illegal for the general public to film the police. They said that'll solve it.
Oh,
Apparently, the
please.
problem is so bad it's easier to criminalize exposure than it is to address the problem. Also, in Illinois, the local car manufacturers have decided that instead of complying with the recalling of faulty cars, they're going to pass a law making it illegal for that little red light to tell you that there's something wrong with your engine. Oh, I had a funny photo of George Takei and I forgot to upload it. Oops. Oh well, I'll just have to skip that. Oh, here's something more recent. A pastor from down south. I don't have this guy's name, but I've seen the video. It was on the news. A pastor's video has gone viral this week where he was preaching that wives should be completely subservient to their husbands and literally serve as slaves. He used that word specifically. He has 8 children. So whatever the heck his wife is chained to is probably a bed. It's just long enough to reach the kitchen.
That wasn't
If you women-
what I said.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of Doc Grunt's
That wasn't exactly what I said.
Yeah. But you know what? If the women find this depressing, single men look at it from this point of view. In the past week, we have found out that we are less appealing than this guy and Charles Manson. There's that. Did anyone here on the Discovery Channel, they tried to create a sensational program by deliberately feeding a man to a snake, a giant snake.
Yeah.
It was called Eaten Alive. And of course, it was supposed to be a giant anaconda. They actually didn't find one. Now, of course, they kind of left out the part where the guy being eaten alive is wearing a custom-made suit that's made out of Kevlar and carbon fiber, which is basically impossible to swallow. They couldn't actually find a giant anaconda. But they found another snake that was pretty big. That was the closest thing they could find. They wound up choking it to death, trying to force feed it some guy. Now, Discovery Channel has announced they intend to film a man being attacked by a shark while riding in a giant nuclear-powered submarine. I swear to God, Discovery Channel is one fat kid and trailer trash family away from turning into the Learning Channel. Oh, here's something crazy. We're talking about crazy updates. Last week, I was out shopping for electronics and stuff because I'm getting like Christmas presents, and I bought myself a copy of a video game called Gran Turismo 6, and that's just a pretty bog standard, run-of-the-mill racing game. I got it for the PlayStation 3. I've been really busy around the house because we've been tearing out the cabinets and we've been building new ones for ourselves because they had some really terrible IKEA ones, and we decided to.
You're moving to Germany.
Yeah. Well, we had some really crappy IKEA furniture, and we tore it all down, and we're building it our own from scratch. Because I have some woodworking skills, and we have access to a woodworking shop. But anyway,
So you have some waterboarding skills? Is that what you said?
waterboarding skills, yes. Well, I'm here to torture everybody. Come on, Doc Ryan, you know something. You're gonna let us know. There's a next big attack. Anyway, what was I talking about? The video game. I put this video game in. Now, this game has been out for a year. Now, a lot of these games have updates, right? So if you buy the brand new one and it's already been out for a year, that means I was a whole year behind. I had to wait 13 hours for this thing to install all the updates because they had because they would download that was 2 gigs, and there was another one right behind it, and another one behind that, another one behind that. 13 hours. I just wanted to put this thing in for 5 minutes because it's a dumb racing game. A race is only 5 minutes long. You know, that's it. I mean, it race you 5 minutes and then it's over. I mean, in 13 hours, I could finish all of the missions in Skyrim. Hell, I could probably finish all the missions here in Second Life. You know, like, Lauren, where do I go to level up? You're the person to go to about this, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where the heck do I go to level up? So, anyway,
Not
I
my
had to
house.
wait.
Bravo.
Where's the boss? Anyway, I could have done so much in that 13 hours, but I went to bed. I woke up the next day, and it finally finished installing all of these updates. So I got the game started, and the first thing it said to me was, brand new updates have been found. Do you want to install them? Sure. Why the fuck not? God knows the last thing I should be interested in is actually driving a car. I didn't buy this game to actually play games. I just want to download updates all day long. That's why I had Adobe Reader installed on my computer. That's all I care about. Updates! Yay! Updates! That's all I care about. Okay, now we're going to move on to some comedy that I picked up from Twitter. It was a trending Twitter called Update a Classic Film. Some of them are mine, some of them are posted from other people all over the place. Where people come up with their own versions of updating classic movies, although it's a bit, the term classic movie is being used a bit loosely here, so just, you've been warned. So what's the latest version? Update a classic movie. How about Room with a Google Street View?
Yeah.
Gone with the Windows 7, because you had to upgrade.
That's good.
I love this one. This is actually one of my favorite old classic movies, not the modern one you might be thinking of. The Second Life of Walter Mitty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second Life of Walter Mitty. Love it.
Yeah. 4 weddings and a brutal drone attack. Oh, this is one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Bill and Ted's Excel Adventure.
Excellent. That's great.
How about The Blog of Anne Frank? I wonder how they found me.
The blog of Anne Frank.
Well, you ladies might like this one. Very romantic. The UPS man always rings twice. Oh, the good classic comedy. Ferris Bueller's faked disability claim.
Hey, there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
You seen all the people pulling into the parking places? I kid you not. It's
Yep.
insane. You can't do anything.
Oh, yeah. You should do your own comedy routine about that, actually. But anyway, we're going to move on to comedies. A Starbucks is born every 5 minutes on every corner. Schindler's Top 10 list. You can groan at that one. So much. Here's another groaner. Twerking Girl. Oh, we're getting into the Disney ones now. Snow White and the 7 vertically challenged people who know they're stuck in the friend zone. Okay. How about the King's audio podcast? Because of the King's speech? Okay. This one might be an inside joke. Tinder mercies. That's when you just keep upvoting the ugly people. Tinder. Oh, and here is the great classic of the trilogy, the Clint Eastwood trilogy by Ennio Morricone. The Good, the Bad, and the Not So Hot. For a few lindens more, and for a fistful of bitcoins. This was a little redundant. When Harry Met Sally Online, I thought that's what that movie was actually about. It was about people in email or something. Okay. I love this one. Rise of the Planet of the Apps. I'm sinking in the rain. Just sinking in the rain. And a good classic murder mystery. Text M for murder. Seriously, someone write that script. That would be brilliant, actually. I love that idea. Little Photoshop of horrors. And we're getting back into the apps again. 12 Angry Birds. Okay. This is one of my favorite Peter Sellers movies. Dr. Strangeglove, or How I Stopped Worrying and Learned to Love the Photobomb. Okay. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Film Festival. And here's a couple that are recently topical. Kill Bill Cosby. Oh dear.
Kill Bill
Cosby. This one is topical just for today. I love this one. The Minority Torture Report. And Rebel Without a Costly Undergrad Degree. And that's all I have for today, everybody.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Bravo. Good. Well done.
Almost filled an hour.
Where's Tyndall?
We almost done an hour here.